everyone, welcome to the channel. My name's Evie V, and in today's video we're going to talk about belief is everything. Weight loss begins in the mind. Everything or anything that we want to succeed in begins in the mind. It's not in the food or the diet. It begins with the decision that we make and what we believe to be true. We then will work our life around that accordingly. So if we believe that having that one little extra bit of cake isn't going to do any harm, then that is what we believe to be true, and that is the level of reality that will play out for us. It might be that you believe that everything's okay in moderation. We're taught that so many times, aren't we? We're often told that. Or you might think that junk foods are okay as long as it's just for a treat or as a reward. But if you think of the harm that those junk foods are actually doing, why would we reward ourselves that's something that's going to be harmful? But anyway, the point is that would be the belief that would be true. And so that would be the level of frequency that we operate from as well. So what happened to me was 14 months ago, I had this kind of like light bulb moment that I now believe that raw foods are the right foods for me and my body. That is the optimal food for me to be having. I also believe this as a human beings, as human race, that these are the right foods for us, that these are the foods that we were designed to be eating. I believe that this is how we're going to heal, and how we're going to heal from trauma, because it's going to enable us to let go of our addictions that keep holding us back all of the time. It's going to raise our vibration, take us to the next level of progression, of expansion, and so that raw foods really are the foods that are going to help us all up level to that stage. So this is my belief. So during these past 14 months, there has been plenty times that I have eaten some cooked food, but that is going against my core belief. So if that has happened, as I'm even eating it, I'm thinking, firstly, I've slipped back to my addiction of cooked food here, that this isn't the food, like I'm regretting it as I'm doing it, basically. And many people will say to me, oh, don't be too hard on yourself, you know, and I'm an advocate for that too. We're not to like be too hard on ourselves. Like, we're always to celebrate our wins and our progression. And, you know, we don't want to be like negative speaking to ourselves all the time. But because this is now my belief, so when I'm eating them, I can't help but kind of feel this like guilt feeling and regret feeling, which are very low vibrations. So what has naturally happened to me because of this belief is I have naturally lost weight. So this has come without trying now. I tried to lose weight, like always, all my adult life I've always wanted to lose weight. So I've done loads and loads of diets, had personal trainers, done all of that you can imagine, and I've yo-yoed up and down in weight. And what has happened, because my belief is not in whatever diet that might be, is I might not believe is that as a lifestyle, then naturally I've then fallen back to how I've previously ate. So what's happened this time is, because I've had this belief without trying, not thinking about losing weight, this was just like, okay, right, yeah, the right foods that I'm supposed to be eating. My body has then naturally lost weight. I'm naturally half a stone lighter than my target to get down to ever was, which I never even reached. I'm about 1.5 stone lighter than I was for many years, and like 2 stone, 2.5 stone, or something like that, my heaviest point. So this is how like weight loss really does begin with the mindset. And I didn't do baby steps either. So how I was saying, like, that there has been times that I have slipped back, and this is just all part of the journey for me. It's making me realize, you know, how strong our addictions can be. But yeah, I didn't, so it wasn't kind of like I needed baby steps to get here, because I think with that as well is, you know, when we think we're depriving ourselves of something, so this is why diets don't work as well. They might work for an amount of time, but because we think we're depriving ourselves of something, we're then it's this kind of battle for the subconscious, that it's a contradiction for the subconscious, and then we're gonna fall back to our old ways there. So kind of like with the baby steps, I think with that as well, I don't know. I'm not fully advocate for that, just because it's like, if it's in the mind, isn't it? And if we then believe what we're doing is then true, then we're going to work out how to play that. Whereas if we still think we're missing out on something, but I'm going to wean myself off it, then you still believe that you're depriving yourself of something there. I think that's where I was going with that point anyway. And also, if we believe, so the belief, if we believe that it's hard work, then that's what we believe. So I have to be careful with my language too, because sometimes I like say things like, it's not easy, this raw journey kind of thing. And then I think, right, no, think about what I've just said. Yes, there are challenges. Of course there are, because it's a world that's not set up for that, and like there's temptation all around. But then if I keep saying things like it's not easy, then that's how it's going to be for me. And in actual fact, it can be really easy if I choose it to be. So I just wanted to explain that in this video today. I also wanted to encourage that 2022 really is the year of transformation now. We want to be letting go of all those things in the past that have just kept holding us back, repetitive cycles of wanting to lose weight. Let go of all that. Like the universe as well, in a law of attraction sense, if you think of it like you're always wanting to lose weight, like anything we want, the universe keeps us wanting that. So when we let go of that, and then, and like I say, mine just happened because then I had this knowing that these were the right foods for me, and then naturally I've just lost weight. So mindset then, you might be thinking, but my mindset's not there. How did yours get there? I obviously didn't always believe this, and I as well grew up eating meat and animal products like the majority of people did. So we get trained from a young age to believe that those are the right foods for us, and my belief, my mindset has changed from that. I don't believe we should be eating animal products at all, that they're not designed for us, that we're not designed emotionally, physically, spiritually to be eating those products. So that is now what I believe. So I find that very easy to not eat animal products anymore, even though I would have been addicted to them like anyone else. So I think what's happened for me is, because what's happened is my mindset has changed. Part of it is to do with education. When we're informed, and then we're informed about, the right foods, and and nutrition is a minefield, and a lot of that like out there is just like distorted kind of misinformation designed to keep us confused. So for me, it's this like intuitive knowing now. So you want to get to intuitive eating, what you feel you know is right for you, not what a textbook's told you. And to get to closer to your intuition is really doing this like spiritual growth work. So I'll make sure that I meditate in the morning. There's the odd morning I don't, or whatever, but generally every morning I'll make sure I meditate. I try and bring that in the evenings as well too, and do all the like spiritual practices, this self-love kind of practicing to make sure that I'm clearing out my vessel. And sometimes at first, we might be running off willpower a bit at first, but then during that time is when we really have to change our mindset, because willpower will run out if we think we're depriving ourselves of something. So it's all in the belief, it's all in the mindset. It's about making that decision, and then we work life out around that. If you want further support with any of this, please reach out to me. I can help you with mindset. I have a coaching program on all about this, gaining a healthier relationship with food. So I'll put all the links below, and thank you all for being here, and sending you all so much love.